welcome them. I hope it's right. Can they hear me? But we are so happy to see all of you tonight. And I feel like I'm cutting out. Can you hear everything okay? All right. So we're happy that you're here. I want to just launch right into this great program. We've got a lot of wonderful people that have contributed to this. Thank you, Stephanie Houghtalen, for our prelude music. And we want to thank Wynn and Sherry Zundel, who will be our MCs. Let me get the right page out. So we're going to start with opening prayer by Katrena Nelson. Kind of cutting out. And then we're going to have a flag ceremony and Pledge of Allegiance by the Cub Scout Pack 89 with a special presentation afterwards by veterans Norm Nelson, Rue Wiley, and Sid Bodley. While talking, please turn off your cell phones so they won't interfere with the program. Check them now. And then Norm informed me that I had originally had a great big flag, which you will get to see in a minute, hung wrong. I thought it should be hung as though the flag had been tipped, but he said no, tip the blue was always on the left. So that was a very interesting thing. So we're going to go that far and begin our program. Thank you.
Our Heavenly Father, at this time, we're so grateful for the blessings that Thou hast given us. We're thankful for the blessing and opportunity it is to live in a free country, to have the freedoms that we enjoy, to have liberty, to have the opportunity to make our own choices and to become better. We thank Thee for our lives and our freedoms and our families and all the wonderful things that Thou hast blessed us with here in the United States of America. Help us to have a good and to draw closer to Thee and to one another. And we say this in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Audience, please rise. Scout salute. Those not in uniform, please place your right hand over your heart. Color guard, forward march. Color guard, post the colors. Please recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
2. The audience may be seated.
As you notice this flag tonight, it's a little different than the normal flag you see. This flag is given to every veteran as he passes away. This is called a casket flag. It's 5 by 9.5, where normal flags are 3 by 5, 4 by 6, 6 by 10. For every foot on the flagpole, it's 1.5 inches, or it's 8 inches on the flag. As we do this ceremony tonight, I want you to realize the price of freedom. A lot of you in here know that price because your loved ones have paid that price by their service. A tribute to our flag is folding the stars and stripes. In the armed forces of our great nation, each morning at Reveille, our flag is hoisted aloft atop the staff as a symbol of our belief in the resurrection of the body. In the evening of retreat, it is lowered, and after taps has been sounded, it is folded in a triangular fold as a tribute to our nation's honored dead. Now, as we start this fold, this flag folds 15 times. A normal flag only folds 13 times for the 13 colonies. So now the first fold goes and they leave it down about 2 inches. The second fold on this goes to that lower line. It does not go to the top. So you notice the person who has the field of blue in their left hand. That's what the field of blue always is. As you look at the flag, the field of blue should be on your left as you view the flag. That leaves you that to take care of the red when you get to the end. You don't have to worry about that red up. Now the first fold of our flag is a symbol of life. The second fold is a symbol of our really eternal life. The third fold was made in honor and remembrance of those who gave his or her life for the defense of this country. Beat, beat, beat. The fourth fold represents our weaker nature and our faith in a living God. For it is him we turn to in times of peace as well as in times of war. The fifth fold is a tribute to our country. In the words of the immortal Stephen Decatur, our country, may she always be right in dealing with other countries, but right or wrong, she is still our country. The sixth fold is where our heart belongs. For it is with our hearts that we pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The seventh fold is a tribute to those who entered in the armed forces, for it is through them that our country and our flag are protected against all our enemies, whether they are found within or without the boundaries of our great republic. The eighth fold is a tribute to those who entered into the valley of the shadow of death, that we might see the light of day. Now this fold is made in honor of Mother, for whom it's flags on Mother's Day. The ninth fold is a tribute to womanhood, for it has been their faith, devotion, and loyalty that the characters of those great men who helped shape the destiny of this republic were molded. The 10th fold is a tribute to Father, for he too has given his sons and daughters for the defense of our nation. We fold from the stripes toward the stars, where the stripes represent the 13 original colonies. They are now embodied in the 50 sovereign states represented by the stars. The 11th fold is in the eyes of the Hebrew citizens. This represents the lower portion of the seal of King David and King Solomon, and glorifies in their eyes the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. The 12th fold is in the eyes of the Christian citizens, represents the emblem of eternity, and glorifies in their eyes God, the eternal Father, his Son Jesus Christ, and the Holy Ghost. The 13th fold is a reminder to all of us of the sacrifice, suffering, and bloodshed by those of the original 13 colonies, who never gave up hope or courage for the day that they would be free from the yoke of tyranny imposed upon them by their country. Flag is now completely folded with something uppermost, which reminds us of our national motto, "In God we trust." The flag now takes on the appearance of the cocked hat, ever reminding us of the soldiers who served under General George Washington and sailors and Marines who served under Captain Cottle. They, followed by their comrades and shipmates down through the years, have preserved for us the rights, privileges, and freedom which we enjoy today. It is the duty and obligation of every American to uphold, defend, and preserve the Star Spangled Glory, our flag. As you look at the flag, you'll see 1, 3, 5, which means you just completely folded a 50-star flag. If it was 1, 2, 3, it would be a 48-star flag. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the honor and privilege that has come today.
First of all, we have a sound expert here. My son Weston, who's had a lot of training in sound, is recording this. So there may be pauses and adjustments from time to time to make sure we get it recorded. So bear with us if that happens. We appreciate his expertise, knowledge in doing that. Thank you to my crew, my committee, Linda Zito, Katrena Nelson, Kristie Douglass, and Nonna Mae Carr, her family, and all those who've helped pull all of this together, and Ashley Screenham. And thank you to our stage crew and helpers, Ivy Goodman, Jessica Bennett, Melody Holden, Zane Christensen, Brandon Wilson, and Ever Wilson. And one that's not on our programs is McKinley Redden, who's just been by my side helping me with my little gopher, with everything. And my husband, Keith Larsen, who has helped me throughout. My son, Greg, who's constantly my computer guru. I'd like you to give a big hand for all these helpers. Thank you. I need to just give you a little more information about our giant flag. Kirk Chug of North Ogden allowed us to borrow this flag. We're actually working with a member of his group. Her name is Jenny Taylor. I don't know if you remember, a couple years ago, she was in the news because her husband, Brent Taylor, a mayor in the Utah National Guard, a major in the Utah National Guard, and former mayor of North Ogden, was killed in Afghanistan. So these are people who love our country, and they were anxious to get their flags out to the communities. I'd like to quote Kurt from his Facebook page. He said, "This is America. This is the America that so many have fought for in the grand experiment that is our 245-year history, or democracy. God bless America." So we're going to now turn the evening over to our MCs and our wonderful talent. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone.
Yay.
If this microphone cuts out, I'm just going to start yelling, okay? Because I want to be heard. We are Wynn and Sherry Zundel. We're longtime residents here in town, and we feel very privileged to be asked to do this. We don't feel qualified, but here we are, and I can tell you from this, there's a lot of work has gone into this program. There's been accidents happen. Kids with broken arms that's going to be up here. There's people that, like us, that probably shouldn't even be here that's here. But anyway, I'm going to let Sherry tell you who the first act is, and we'll go from there and give them a big round of applause because they have really worked hard.
To start our evening out, we've got a great act coming on. We have a 16-year-old, I gotta get these names right, 16-year-old Ben Ward, who did the arrangement and organized this orchestra, which is consisting of 17-year-old Ethan Ward, is that right? 16-year-old Addie Zundel, 13-year-old Isaac Ward, 16-year-old Seth Mortensen, and 12-year-old Chase Zundel. Now these are not adults, these are young men and women. And they have put a lot of work into this, and they are going to perform for you, and they're going to rock this house. cell phones and playing video games. They're doing some work, serious work.
Okay, I was really excited when we were asked to do this, to think that Bob Barker was going to be on this show with us, you guys. And then last night I found out it wasn't the Bob Barker, but we've got Robert Barker going to sing "Oh Ye Mountain High," and let me tell you, he is awesome. He is accompanied by Karla Parsons on this number. Don't lose your notes, huh?
Yeah, I need them. And after Robert, we're going to have a piano solo by another young Caleb Christensen, who is 15. He also didn't spend his days on the computer and playing games. Let's have it, Robert.
Oh, Zion, dear
Mike's looking, but we're back.
Use that one.
That was a pretty cool.
Use that one.
Way tall for us guys. Excuse us, but we're not the theater people, so here we are. I'm putting this down.
We apologize for not announcing what Caleb was going to be playing. That was my fault. It was, and then I forgot it already. Patriotic Medley. Oh, yeah.
So this is a patriotic program, and I've got to ask Sherry, do you remember Lincoln's Gettysburg Address?
I didn't know he'd moved.
Okay, the next thing on the program is a vocal ensemble from the Stringham kids, a whole group of them. Jonah, Eliza, Oliver broke his arm last night, so he wasn't at the practice, but he's here today. Sophia, Steve Stringham, and accompanied by Ashley Stringham.
Ashley also did the arrangement of Amazing Grace. Let's get it on. I don't know. I might have a loud enough voice. I don't need this thing. That was beautiful, wasn't it? Those kids were so cute, and those bells. Oh my goodness, I love bells. We had a little change in our program. Vonda Salmon was not able to, Salmon? No, I can't see anything with that light. But she was unable to make it tonight, so we have a special treat for you in place of that. We have our own bear's butt coming out. And he's gonna tell you you about Pickles Pig's Feet. And after him, then we have a piano duet by Greg and Ann Larsen, Your Grand Old Flag.
Hold the applause, just throw money. When Ann asked us to do the emceeing, she didn't think there was a chance in heck the bear's butt would read this poem. We got her. Okay, I don't know, how many of you know what a pickled pig's foot is? Raise your hand. Oh, I'm not seeing many hands. But I can tell you this, pretty much rest assured that I'm the only one in captivity who has written a poem about such as things. And here it goes. For it has been said that God gave us cloven hoof animals to eat, and none so finer than that of the pig that has meat so sweet. And if we look closer, we find it all but the squeal to goes. For what one finds good, another finds gooder, while others may turn up a nose. A hog lives in a trite situation, a stinky pen in which it survives from day to day. It eats what it's given and seems to wallow in the play. With feces to its knees and a stench that rivals all smells, even the buzzards circle high above the dell. But when it comes to the table, the pig meat is sweet, and everybody enjoys to feast on the meat. Be it ham or chops or tripe or tongue, there's a pig part for everyone. Even the skin round the sausage comes from a pig deep within. It's cleaned and prepared with care, then stuffed with meat's chagrin. These tasty morsels of pork parts and fat, all ground up and mixed, forced into the round skin tube for the fix. Then tied off and cut and made ready to cook with hash browns and eggs is hard not to look. Let's now dissect the pig in our mind. Once killed and cleaned and washed, it's just fine. We skin it and cut it in parts we define, from the back to the front, including the spine. In the rear there is ham, yummy smoked ham. Some like it sliced, some like it boiled with beans and eaten with jam. Then come the chops, thick, juicy pork chops. Fry them or bake them, your choice, it's your shop. The ribs are the next. They can be boiled or baked, cooked on the grill in singles or wrapped. The sauce put upon them makes my mouth water, and the taste of those ribs, oh mother. Shoulder roast for barbecued pork, a sandwich of makes me grin like a dork. I love the great taste, and it's messy and able. Salad and chips and cold beer make the table. But the best of the pig is not high on the carcass, nor in the rear or the back or inside the cadaver, but lower, much lower, below the knees. There are 4 of these. It's the feet of these swine that taste so divine. When fixed up just proper, there isn't much that can stop her. The pig's feet, when they're boiled, opens up a tang, and when sealed up with vinegar, it brings out the bang. Once cooled, the gel sets and permeates the core, making pickled pig's feet lovers just plain roar. They're good to go by themselves, better when shared or while riding the trail with those who have dared. A good old pig's foot, straight out of the jar, with gelatin dripping and the sweet smell of sour. It just don't get no better, I'm telling the truth, than a pig foot knuckle tucked under a tooth. Or the vapor of vinegar wafting your nose, it gets me going like good old pig toes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We don't have a microphone. There it is. Thanks, stage crew. That was a great duet, wasn't it?
You bet.
Had to go and
March backstage.
The next act is a French horn solo, and I love French horns, they're great. Taylor Shinney is going to be playing that machine. He's going to be playing God Bless the USA. She'll be accompanied by Stephanie Houghtalen on the piano. It's going to be another great one. So give it up for... Whoop.
We're going to do two of them. Following Taylor, we're going to have another favorite of mine. And you'll want to sing along with these guys. It's the Hunter family.
Yay.
This arrangement is done by Tori Vanderbeek, and it's Take Me Home Country Roads.
Yeah.
Oh, Megan! See, check out the lyrics. Check it out. Look at that. These are amazing. I don't know. Think we can handle this? Do you guys think we can handle it? Oh, yeah. Whoa. Right. Take it away, Maestro. Let's do it.
Almost heaven, Willard City, Willard Mountains, they're called First Residency. Life is older, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. Willard, Utah, take me home. Country roads, get your peaches on the fruit plain. Agriculture, pioneer homes that still remain. Willow Creek and sunrise in the sky. Sunsets over Willard Bay, teardrop in my eye. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. Willard, Utah, take me home. Country roads.
I hear her voice in the morning as she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. And driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday.
Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. Willard, Utah, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads,
Everybody!
country roads, take me home to the place I belong. Willard, Utah, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Country roads, take me
You're gonna need that stand.
Boy, that was some toe tapping music going there, wasn't that fun?
The next couple of numbers that we're gonna have are more toe tapping. Y'all are gonna have to be stomping and clapping and all kinds of stuff. It's gonna be great. So I just got reprimanded. Back to the schedule. Next is a violin solo by Faith Sabin. She's going to play Millionaire's Hoedown. She didn't say you couldn't clap. Okay, it's going to be really wild and crazy.
But it's maybe better than to trying to keep it down, because it is a rhythm thing and you might knock her off.
And then after that,
We've got the Ross family. Everybody!
they're going to do what they call clap happy, more clapping. Here we go.
Woo!
Love it. It's all yours.
would like some applause ahead of time. Just because you might have tomatoes for us later.
Say what? Cha-cha, cha-cha.
Was that cool or what? All those acts in a row with so much excitement. What are you trying to do? It's a good thing I don't have a dress on.
Over here, about here.
Okay, we're going to slow it down a little bit. We're going to draw your attention to the screen. We're going to have the National Anthem Story played here. Immediately after that,
We're going to have a flute solo by Emily Milton. It is the Star Spangled Banner and she'll be accompanied by Karla Parsons. Enjoy.
There was a lawyer once, his name was Francis Scott Key. He penned a song that I'm sure you're aware of. You've seen it. It's in most hymnals throughout our churches. It's called the National Anthem. It is our song as an American. We go, however, to a ball game. We stand in our church services and we sing the words of that song, and they float over our minds and our lips, and we don't even realize what we're singing. Most of us have memorized it as a child, but we've never really thought about what it means. Let me tell you a story. Francis Scott Key was a lawyer in Baltimore. The colonies were engaged in vicious conflict with the mother country, Britain. Because of this conflict and the protractedness of it, they had accumulated prisoners on both sides. The American colonies had prisoners and the British had prisoners. And the American government initiated a move. They went to the British and they said, let us negotiate for the release of these prisoners. They said, we want to send a man out to discuss this with you. They were holding the American prisoners in boats about 1,000 yards offshore. And they said, we want to send a man by the name of Francis Scott Key. He will come out and negotiate to see if we can make a mutual exchange. On the appointed day in a rowboat, he went out to this boat and he negotiated with the British officials.
Encourage you to enjoy the rest of the activities of the 4th of July here in Willard. Tomorrow night, Friday, July 2nd, from 6 to 8 is the fireman's dinner. And yummy food they put together.
I don't think they'll have any pickled pig's feet though.
And at 6:30 to 8 o'clock, they'll have the fireman's auction at the City Hall. From 8 to 12 is the fireman's dance. Woo! And from, I can't see, 8 till 12, oops, is the fireman's dance. Okay, and at 11 p.m. is the fireworks at Central Park.
Hey.
And that is there. Over there. Saturday at 6 a.m., if you're not awake, you will then, there's a cannon salute. From 7 to 9 a.m. is the breakfast at the fire station. And menu will be posted, so don't no idea. Might be Pickles Bixby. 7:30 a.m. is the 5K run and 1 mile run. Not me. 9:30 a.m. is the parade and the theme is a Star Spangled Tradition. And I'm not sure where that starts at. Usually on second west.
North. Second north.
Second
And second north. Is that right?
Second north.
Second north somewhere.
Just run around till you find it.
10 a.m. is starts the foot races and the cannon shoot over at the Central Park. And at 10:30 is the games and the vendors open.
Bingo!
Oh, that's at 11 a.m. And at 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. is a stage show at the Central Park. And at 5 p.m. is the Grand Slam Home Run Derby up at the Willard Baseball Park. That's east. At 5 p.m. the concessions open up at the Willard Baseball Park. So there you get your hamburgers. And at 6 p.m. is the youth baseball games at the Willard Baseball Park. At 9 p.m. we have skydivers, and they'll be at the Willard Nature Park. They'll be landing down. At 9:30 p.m. is the national anthem and closing flag ceremony, and at 10 p.m. Oh, that's at the Willard Nature Park also. And the fireworks at 10 p.m. at Willard Nature Park. Woo!
It's kind of bittersweet to announce the last of the program. But we have a dance.
Not really the last.
Well, it's almost. It's the last performance.
Just because you didn't get to sing your song.
I've still got the mic. I could sing it.
Let's get on with this.
Okay, so we have a dance thing going on. God Bless America. It's from Becca Ammons Altitude Dance program. The dancers are Addie Cottle, Lilly Larsen, Oakley Murray, Cameron Ray, Juliana Zito, Palin Walker, and Brinley Walker. Give it up for these guys. We've got a mic, but it's not on. Yes, it is. Okay, that was the last of the program, but we've still got more. We're going to have a veteran slideshow. You might even see some folks from this town in it, on it, about it. We want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. All of you who paid so much money to get in here. Remember, the rest of the program tomorrow and Saturday. Keep in mind that America is free because of the folks and more that you see on the screen here in just a minute. After the veteran slideshow, we're going to have Troop 89 retire the flags, and we will have a closing prayer by Shane Nelson. I can sing my song.
Yes.
I heard of one. Okay. All right. It's really short. I'm not a very good singer, but I'll give it my best. If I had a guitar, it'd sound a lot better. Here it goes. Well, she broke my heart at Walgreens, and I cried all the way to Sears. That's it.
We forgot to mention, as you're watching this slideshow, they are going to be playing the military songs. And when your branch of service, he was supposed to say this. When your branch of service song plays, if you're military in the audience, would you please stand so we can all wave at you and salute you? And we give thanks unto you for your service, all those who have served and fought and died for us and made America free. Thank you. Thank you.
Y'all came in here paying the price, but before you leave, if you can, please fold up your chairs and put them over against the walls. That would be really nice of you. We're out of here. See ya.
Color guard, attention. Will the audience please rise? Color guard, advance. Scout salute. Those not in uniforms, please place your right hand over your heart. Color guard, retrieve the colors. Color guard, dismissed.
The audience may